100%. What are some ways that you clear and cleanse your energy on a regular basis?
In the shower mostly is the number one
Yeah,
thing that I do. Yeah,
yeah,
so I just pretend that the light is the clearing down my energy, making it squeaky clean, going through and going on to the drain. I have sage spray that I love to use. I use a kind of like perfume. Another thing that I love to do is I love to make sure that I get my emotions out because emotions are energy in motion. So we have to make sure that anything that we're feeling is going through us because that is one of the biggest things that I've seen that creates static energy within the body. So that means if you gotta cry, freaking cry in the shower, yell in the car, scream in the car, whatever, get some of those energy out, preferably not with other people because sometimes we just need to, feel the emotion and allow it to go through us. So like
yeah,
writing, journaling and stuff like that. So usually I'm able to, express my emotions a lot in the shower, when I'm driving, even sometimes meditating. But if I can't do that, then I'll go ahead. I'll even do voice clips on the phone. I will also do, like I said, the automatic writing. And then what I'm realizing now is I really need to like see a Reiki practitioner or maybe even a pranic healer at least once a month. And I feel like this is something that like all people who are really into the spiritual work should do, almost like how, you go to the doctor, and get a checkup. So at the very least, doing that with somebody else, like a third party, because a lot of times, we were like, oh, wait, I'm a pranic healer and I'm a Reiki person and I
yeah,
can do all these healing modalities on
yeah.
myself. But I think it's sometimes, what I'm realizing recently is that sometimes it's better to have a third person to come in just in case there's anything inside of our energy field that we're resistant to cleansing or getting rid of. And so that's kind of
Yes.
like where I'm at right now. And how
That's
about you?
such a good tip.
Yeah, okay. Is that, and I was wondering too, I feel like you do something. I don't know why.
That I do what? Like
You do something to
healing.
cleanse your energy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my normal thing is I bring in Archangel Michael. I cut cords in the front, in the back, in the right, and the
Mm.
left, top and bottom. And I normally get him to do like a double chop chop, like not just one, like because I'm like a double chop chop. And then I imagine in the center of my being, in like my solar plexus area, I imagine that there's like this ball of light and I'll kind of like hit a button and it goes boom. And it's this explosion of light and it starts from the center of my body and it goes out through everything in my room, everything, but it's like emanates completely from me. Because one of the things that I was thinking about is that when we have cords and those cords have roots, well, I like the idea of the light coming from within and exploding outwards, which removes any roots or any attachments that may still be there. So that's one of the things that I do. Another thing that I'll do is like go up to source energy in my mind's eye and I'll just like bathe in a fountain of like rainbow light energy or a waterfall and I'll sit there. Another thing that I do is I imagine normally in my mind's eye. So like I'll do meditation and then I'll go up and I'll imagine this, but I'll imagine this is something I learned from Paul Fenton Smith, but in the center of my eye, the third eye, I'll imagine like a light coming out of that. And you could bring it down through your crown and then out through your third eye, but then kind of like a whirlwind, like a tornado all around you, just going and like clearing everything up around you and kind of letting it all go that way. And then another thing that I do is I like just do different things depending on how I'm feeling, but the explosion is like a constant thing. Like if I'm feeling a bit off, I'll just explode light out of me right away and bring in
Mm.
Michael. But one of the things I do as well, which is something I've made up, is I'll be in like source light energy. So I'll go up to like the seventh plane, or I'll just imagine myself going up and I'll just be there. And I am in my light body. And then I imagine kind of like a egg shape, but sort of going all around me, kind of like encompassing me in an egg shape, but it's like magnetic. And then it goes zoop, and it like sucks out any cords, any roots, anything like that. You know, like you would with like a magnet, it sticks, or like a sticky, like a piece of anything sticky that you might stick in, like all of a sudden like a Biore strip or something like that,
Mm,
like you would just like
yes.
stick it out. Yeah, so I do that on my full body, my full energy field, and I just go and I just imagine this light and then I send it up and transform it. But I know from theta healing, one of the things I learned as well is you go up to the creator's light and you say something like, dear creator of all that is, it is commanded that you clear and cleanse my energy, remove any attachments, any wayward spirits, any curses, any fragments, any
Mm.
negative thoughts, anything that's not for my highest good. Take it all and transform it in the light and replace it with unconditional love and truth and peace and abundance and health and, whatever you want to do. And then is done, is done, is done, is done. I love theta healing because they always talk about the command, which is essentially you using your free will to say, this is how I want it to be. However, you actually witness the work being done on you. So when I witness the magnet thing happening, or when I witness, let's say, an angel coming in and clearing and cleansing my energy for me, I'm witnessing that happening. And then I can almost like not have my human mind get in the way of interfering. I can just be the observer and just allow it to happen.